Hi guys. Hello. Wow, you can really see the mess of makeup stuff and stuff. Anyway, I'm Celeste. I have like earrings. Get ready with me. Get ready with me. Just to like record songs because that's what I think I want to do with the day. Anyway, I know I'm not talking a lot. If it seems like kind of a dimly lit, very somber start to my day, I just woke up from a dream that was like just, you know, I guess you don't know, you weren't there. It just felt like so about me, but not like literally about me, but like about me, I guess. I don't know. Not about the future. So, which is weird to be able to sense the difference, right? Like, I can sense when this is like a dream that like could happen in the future and when it's not. I mean, obviously, it just isn't, but like, that would also not be good because it was like not like a fun dream. Okay, I don't know. It was super dark. A super dark dream. Essentially, in the dream, I was like, I guess like kidnapped by this really crazy man and like kept on a leash like inside his house, like wherever he like went, but he was like really like disgusting, like no like hygiene, so he kind of like kept me that way because it's like people aren't going to like, you know, treat like something else better than themselves if they can't even like treat themselves well. So it was kind of really just a dark dream, but it's like one of those like dreams that feels like a psychological test. It's like, what do you do to like escape that kind of thing? Like it was like that. It was like, what do you do to escape that kind of situation? And I had a spirit guides inside the dream. They were trying to help me like have an escape plan. But yeah, I think it's weird because people think people in that kind of situation would have like an emotional response to it when they actually just wouldn't though. Like I think people think you'd be like crying if that happened to you. But if you were already in a situation where that happened to you, you actually wouldn't, like, I think if you knew what that felt like, you wouldn't cry. Does that make sense? Like, it doesn't have to, like, literally happen to you, but, like, if it did, you wouldn't cry. Because you would be like, well, that's just the situation that I'm in. Like, I don't know. Maybe, like, I didn't see the start of how things got that way in the dream, if that makes sense. Like, I only saw, like, myself in the situation, and then it was like, how do you get out? But it's like, you don't have, like, an emotional response to it. You're just like, is there, like, a safe way to escape? Because you are thinking about, like, a safe way to escape, because you're like, well, clearly, I'm not seen as a threat where I'm at, so I could stay there. Not that it's good, but, like, you're not gonna be, like, killed just for being there. So, yeah, I don't know, but that's kind of like, and so, yeah, like I said, I had spirit guides in the dream. Basically, I don't know how it didn't really, like, necessarily make sense, like, all of it. There were certain parts of the dream that were like, oh, this is, like, the point of the dream, and there were other parts that were kind of, like, a blur that, like, were, like, not that important, so, like, it didn't really, like, make sense, I guess, in those aspects, because it didn't really make sense how, like, but the spirit guides I had were, like, they were, like, there's 4, it was super, like, it was, like, a psychological, like, test, right? But it also just sounded stupid, so I was like, why would I care about that? But I was also like, damn, like, I'm the one who has to care to escape. They were like, there's, like, 4 rooms in the house, and there's, like, a pair of scissors in one of the rooms, but, you know, they're like, there's, like, a few bedrooms, a living room, and a kitchen or something. I was like, they were like, just think about it, like, it's obvious which one it's in, like, you already know, and then you just have to go there, get the scissors, and then you can, like, escape. I was like, that's stupid, like, but I have to care about it, like, that's so stupid. Like, it was like, obviously the kitchen, like, there's, you know, kind of stupid if you think it was in the other room, that kind of thing. So then, you know, I guess, like, it wasn't, like, a recent thing, like, it had been, like, years, the whole, like, situation had gone on, I guess. I don't even know, dude. I don't know. But, yeah, it just, when, I guess, like, there were, like, police and whatever, like, there was this one scene in the dream where I'm, like, sitting in the kitchen, like, on the table or something, there's, like, a detective in the room, and then he's like, did they tell you I quit my job over this? Like, when I found out, I was like, in my head, I just didn't say anything. In my head, I was like, quit your job over this when you found out? Like, quit your job over this when you found out? Like, I was like, you're just gonna, like, say psych right now and be like, no, you're just going back. Like, I was like, that's strange. Like, I was like, that's strange. Like, you're just gonna be like, never mind, I was in on it the whole time. Like, in 3 seconds, you're just gonna be like, never mind, I was in on it the whole time. Like, what? Yeah, I don't know. Like, to me, it was, like, easy to escape that, but it was hard to care about escaping it. I was like, I'm just gonna die if I, like, get my hopes up that I could escape it. Like, can't really do that part. Anyway, I guess these earrings are kind of fun. I don't like this part. This part looks kind of stupid. But, like, if it were a different color, like, maybe it would look less stupid. Right? Like, maybe it would. It doesn't look, like, that bad. I think it's kind of fun. Like, I wanted something kind of fun for, like, recording songs. I wanted, you know, something kind of good. But anyway, yeah, it was a weird story, weird dream. But I guess, like, when he said he had quit his job over it, I was like, I need chopstick, I'll be back. But I was just like, so all of that happened so that you could quit your job. All of that. only happened so that you could quit your job. Like, the universe was like trying to make you like quit your job, and like, you know what I mean? I'm just like so unimportant that I got caught in like the, what is it called? You know when planets rings, like the rings around a planet? I was like, oh, so essentially, like, I was just so unimportant that I got caught in your orbit when you were trying to escape your job, like quit your job, right? Like, okay, good for you. Like, it doesn't, I don't know. The dream did not mean anything to me. Even when I woke up, I was like, damn, like, that doesn't mean anything to me. I'm like, cool, I guess. So that just means that he quit his job because it felt unimportant to him. And he was like, damn, I found out what kind of person I was when it felt unimportant. It's like, damn, that was my energy in the situation. So you didn't actually necessarily feel that way. You were just stupid. You just decided it was about you. And then you quit. Damn. Okay. Anyway, I don't know. It was a weird dream to have, considering I've never literally been in that situation, like, ever. So, but I guess I escaped. And not without doubt that it was worth trying. Which is the dumbest thing ever. So, yeah, I guess, like, I'm gonna take you to the other room. Did I already wash my face? I think I did. Oh my god, I forgot already. So, okay. Yeah, I'm like, none of that dream really like stayed with me, but I don't know what I was gonna say, I forgot. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have anything to say about it. I'm just gonna make coffee and microwave like a water with orange juice mixed into it because I'm not gonna drink plain water. I don't know the plan. We're gonna find out. I'm gonna put this back. Well, actually, I just have orange juice. Basically, I'm not that smart because I just told you what I was gonna do, okay? Like, I'm not a genius, guys. I'm not. And it's fine, because I didn't think I was. And you didn't think I was. So there's really not that far of like a height to fall from. There's really not that far of a height to fall from, right? But I really did just tell you I was going to put water in a cup and then put orange juice in it. And instead I decided to like refill the water pitcher, but I didn't like mentally like decide it, I just did it. So now I have to wait for the water to like filter because I cannot drink tap water. And so because of that, because of my failure to speak basic English, I'm kidding, it wasn't funny, but yeah, I failed to do like the one thing that you really didn't expect from me anyway. So anyway, I have orange juice, obviously. That was the dumbest. I don't know. I don't know. So, you know what? I never said I was smart. I never said I was gonna make sense. I'm just here. That's all. That's the only thing. Like, that's it. That's all. So, yeah, I don't know. I got this orange juice for free at my job at Sam's Club. secretly because they were gonna throw it away, so it doesn't really matter, but you know. There wasn't anything wrong with it, they were just gonna throw all of them away. They just do that sometimes. So they were just like, anyone can have one if they want, just like pretend you already paid for it. I was like, okay. Like, I don't know. That's just what they do. Because it's not that deep. It's just orange juice. If you work there, but you know. Let's put sugar and cream in my coffee. Oh. Hahaha, guess what? I forgot I was the other kind of stupid too. I didn't even put a K-cup in there. Ew, how's there hair in the coffee cup though? That wasn't what I put in there. I have no idea. But what? No, seriously, there's coffee grounds and water in the cup. But I didn't put a K-cup in there. So there's like barely like coffee. There's there's like a handful of dirt in there, just floating in the water. Freely floating in the water. Like, oh, what am I doing? Seriously. No, it looks so bad. What am I gonna do? That's terrible. That's so bad. That's so bad. I mean, no wonder I didn't do it. There's no K-cups over there, they're all over here. So like, I don't know. Sometimes I think my brain is just stupid. But also if I have like a traumatizing dream, which I don't really ever, but like if I do, I'm like, damn. Maybe I'm thrown off by that. Is that possible? I don't know yet. As I was grabbing the cup of hot water with a handful of dirt in it, I was really thinking, it's so funny that I'm about to have coffee, because I think the album I'm about to record is the Haunted Mermaid Coffee House. So I was like, okay, like caramel biscotti or Albert Einstein. No, vanilla affogato. Or breakfast blend, but like why? I just went for this one, I don't know. Damn. I'm stupid again. I'm stupid again. Guess what else I did? I like didn't delete the video in my recently deleted, so it was like an hour.
Delete the video in my recently deleted, so it was like an hour.
So it filled up my storage on my phone. So I had to go and delete it because like it wouldn't let me record, you know?
It wouldn't let me record, you know?
Okay. Let's try this again. Never mind. Never mind. I had to put like mostly unfiltered water in the damn thing because like there wasn't enough water now, and like that just wasn't what I wanted, but it's fine, I guess. Great start to the morning. I don't know, it's really, this is gonna be a fun video to watch, huh? Wait. I don't know. I don't know where my tripod is, but I guess we could go to the living room. I'm gonna go get it. Wait. Does that work? Is that good? Oh yeah, this light is different. It's very bright. It's very, I guess we'll find out what you think. I keep thinking of that one song that's like, I'm like, damn, can I really sing that in front of you for no reason? It would just be weird. You'd be like, why did you do that? You know? You'd be like, damn, like, whose video is this again? Like, why am I even watching it? Like, you would really, you know? I think the first day that we had this new light, I wasn't sure if I hated it. Because, like, at first, like, it felt super bright. Like, it felt, like, crazy. You know? It felt extreme. It felt very extreme. So extreme. But now it just feels like daylight, I guess. Like, it kind of just feels brightening and lightening of the energy. Yeah, I keep thinking of that song. It's the one that's like, I don't know, I don't want to call it an annoying song because that sounds mean for no reason, and it's like, what have I not ever created that wasn't annoying? But at the same time, I think, I can just feel that with like some people's song energy, and it's, I don't know. It just feels like it wouldn't matter if you had a few annoying ones, if you had more songs or something. I don't know. Damn. That sounds mean. But I feel like that's how people feel about themselves. When you feel how somebody feels about themselves and you say it, you're like a mean person or like a terrible person. And it's like, no, that's actually how you feel about yourself. And that's why you're so offended by it, because you're just stupid. And you don't know that other people feel about you the way that you feel about yourself so much that they just know. And it's like, that wasn't, it's not meant to be offensive. Like, it's like, they don't actually, it's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's not that deep. It's like, it doesn't mean that people hate the you that you actually are if you take off the part that you hate. That they could tell you hate. You hate. Like, but no. Insecurities. We have to live on a planet where, you know, other people will be like insecure if you can know what their insecurities are just because it's obvious. Which sounds mean, but it's just not. Like, okay, then stop being insecure about it. If you're like, oh no, I can't believe you found out. Like, that's all it takes. Then just stop being insecure about it. Like, actually. I'm like, I haven't started singing for the day yet, but it's like that song that's like, and I don't even know the lyrics. It's like, I'm just thinking it's a small thing to ask for. Something like, and you weren't sitting here stuck here like me. Like, that's kind of how it comes across. Like, you weren't sitting here stuck here like me. I'm just thinking it's a small thing to ask for. What's a small thing to ask for? Like, it keeps coming to my mind, but it's like, okay, I don't know. To me, the song is like, I'm just like me when I have actual like issues that I want to talk about, but instead I'm like, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. I guess that's the point of it, right? It's like, in the song, it's like, oh, somebody feels like ungrateful for their own privilege, and that's like what it's about, right? You can kind of feel that's what it's about. They're like, okay, so like in society, like I'm told I have like privilege, now I'm ungrateful for it. For me, I'm just sitting here like, okay, like I don't really have an equivalent of that, but I guess that's nice for you. I guess that's nice for you, right? Like, it just doesn't matter. I'm like, you know, have I created countless things that don't matter? Yes. But if you told this person you have like one song that's like not perfect, they're like, oh my god, I thought you lying to me was a small thing to ask for. Like, I thought you were just gonna... It's like, it's giving if a celebrity had like an eating disorder and then they wanted to like eat a cheeseburger on the red carpet for no reason, just to like look a certain way. And then the team's like, no, like we actually don't think it's giving what you think it's giving. We don't think we want to like support whatever this is. Like, also nobody knows, so if you want nobody to know, nobody knows. Like, it's like, and then they're like, it's just like, you want to eat a cheeseburger for the aesthetic on the red carpet, like at the Grammys. Like, you're just weird. Like, your career's just gonna like suffer. Like, you're not at the level where it's like if Selena Gomez did it, because then it would be like cool or something, but you're at like the level where like if we let you do it, like technically you can do anything you want, but you want us to like say that we support you, which makes it weird. And then the celebrity's like, oh my god, it's a small thing to ask for. Like, all you had to do was say that I was a genius and that I was gonna win like a Nobel Prize for doing that. Like, it's giving like it doesn't matter who you think you are, because it's getting weird. It's surpassed like just... So when I think of it, I'm like, there's not like an equivalent of that in my life, but I already know what it would be for you, I guess. Like, not that it matters, but like, it's just how you feel about that part of yourself, because not everybody would see that as like that part of their lives, right? Experiencing something like that, not everybody would like I think even in that situation it would take like extreme nepotism for them to not be like, but it's an accomplishment that I made it at the Grammys, I'm just gonna do whatever I want. I feel like people could just be like, it's an accomplishment that I made it, I'm gonna do whatever I want. If it's an accomplishment, then you would just be like, so that was an accomplishment that I even made it, so I don't have to worry about the rest of it. I just made it there. Like, I was good for that. Like, I made it there. What do you mean? Of course I'm gonna do whatever I want. Like I feel like people could, or they could feel bad for themselves for having an eating disorder or something, I don't know. And then they would be like, okay, so it's not like privilege. But like, you kind of get that like, for some people, apparently they just had so much nepotism that it's like privilege that they even have whatever they have. And it's like, damn, like nobody else would have really cried over nobody like appreciating their privilege that they have when they weren't told to, or like it's not a small thing to ask for. Like, you're just stupid. Like, I don't know what you I guess like I would have wanted to see it, you know, I think a very old version of me would have wanted to see it as like again, it's kind of giving like Nazi Germany or something, but like I think I would have wanted to see it as like, I guess at best that the person who wrote it is like crying to God, like, oh my God, I could have just had like blue eyes, and like it's a small thing to ask for, but it's like you weren't gonna be killed for having any other eye color, so it's still not giving what you think it's giving. It's still not giving what you think it's giving, but I almost would have wanted to believe that it's like some kind of private conversation with God that like you forgot you recorded and then you accidentally like posted it. You know, like that's kind of what I would have wanted to see it as, because I can tell there's like some forced feelings there, I guess, or maybe you really do cry over like it's such a small thing to ask for that like, I don't know. Again, I can't think of like an equivalent. There's not one in my life, but like, because it's the part that like the writer themselves doesn't care about themselves, but they want other people to care about it. I'm like, what part of myself, I would have to see what part of myself do I not care about that I want someone else to care about, but they were supposed to like telepathically like know they were supposed to care, and then I'm gonna cry over it. Like, I don't think I've done that in my life. But anyway, people write about what they feel, and not a lot of people feel a whole lot. So when they don't, they have to make something up. And when they, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I think, I don't know. I think if I put out something like that, it wouldn't be weird or cringy or bad, but I think when some people do it, it is. I think it's just because if I put that out, I wouldn't be like, oh my God, I manifested like having a #1 hit when all I did was use some ads to pay for it. I wouldn't, you know, but then fully believe that it was manifested. And it's like, you know, that isn't the part you manifested then. But that's gonna make you feel like you're living a pointless life. And then you're gonna get on stage and you're gonna look at what you think the pointless lives are, like, you know? And then it's like, damn, what do you think you're living then? Oh, but it's a small thing to ask for. What's a small thing to ask for? Like, if you cared about yourself more, you would just care about the thing that's a small thing to ask for, and then you would just write about that. Because, like, the good songs aren't about how you can't even understand yourself enough to, like, write a song. Okay. Everyone has a writing style, and that means you can be as bad as you want. And no one can do anything about it. No one can do anything about it. Yeah, I don't know. That sounds like an insult to, like, the artist. As a person. I don't know the person. Damn, I don't know. I don't know. Some people are just boring. Some people just have all the resources in the world and they're boring, and, you know. If I had any kind of nepotism, I would have just made my personal brand about that and then just been myself. Because all of these people, they were all born with $1 billion, but then they like cosplay as being like from like the middle upper class in America. I was gonna say like middle high America. I don't even know what that means though, but like I'm sure it makes me sound cool. Yeah. But damn, like you had $40 billion or something if you're cosplaying as the upper middle class to look cool because you had it so hard. So your story, your heartbreaking, tear-jerking story, the one that really makes people cry every day of their lives, is the fact that you were born into a household where you have like $8 million a year, not like 40 billion. Like, you're gonna cry over it, and other people are gonna cry over it for the rest of their lives, and you're gonna be like, I really manifested something. Those paid advertisements really manifested something. Like, you just didn't get ripped off. Like, you just got what you paid for. You just, like, okay. You were stupid if you learned something from just scamming people, because a lot of people know what that does. It just scams people. Or like, you were stupid if you learned something from lying to people, because like you know what that does. If you lie to people, it just lies to people. Like, then they just didn't know the truth. Like, damn, I bet you learned something. They just didn't know the truth. You learned it was possible for people to not know the truth. You lied and you found out it was possible for other people to not know the truth. The fuck do you think you knew your whole life? Like, you think you went to school and it wasn't full of lies? Like, probably was. Anyway. I just think everybody famous right now, or a lot of them, are like very insecure. And they wouldn't be insecure if they actually came from where they say that they came from. So like, we're just on a planet where it doesn't really mean anything. Except that you, yourself, you get to have like a more fun life. If you're willing to like fight for it. And then just ignore everybody else or pretend to care about them, because they're pretending to care about themselves too. And they're gonna treat you the same way. Like, it's just how it is. Like, I want to say so much that I'm just like tired of, you know, I guess like people whose fans like feel something when what they feel is the insecurities of the artist that just haven't been worked through, but they don't understand energy, so they think that it's their own emotions. But then it's like, you get to the end of your life and you just like find out like, oh, if you're lucky, you find out you never felt anything for the actual person or artist. They just had insecurities that you thought were you the whole time. The whole time. And you could never figure out why you couldn't work on it, because it wasn't you. I don't know. But at the end of the day, it's like, why not live a fun life? Why not let other people live a fun life? Why hate on people who are living a fun life, I guess, you know? They were born with $1 billion to do that for themselves, so feel happy for them. I don't know what else. But, I don't know. Damn. I just had like an alarm go off on my phone, so the video ended. So this is me telling you that the video ended. If you didn't know, this is me telling you. You were never going to figure it out. So this is me telling you, because you never figured it out. I should work on the songs that I have for today. For the Haunted Mermaid Coffee House, I think I probably have like, it might be that one that I have like 8 or 9 or 10 or 11 songs for that I haven't recorded. I might be wrong. I know there's a few that I have like finished songs for. There's another album that I haven't announced, but I have like 14 songs worth of lyrics that I wrote all of last night. All of. Like 15, 14 songs last night. I just didn't, you know, do anything with. It was like the middle of the night. I was like, on my phone, you know. But it was like 3 in the morning. I was like, I'm not gonna record these right now. I don't know. There's always like background sound. And I don't know. It's where I'm at. Sometimes I don't hate it. Sometimes I'm at the park and the crickets are loud and they're just the entire song. And it's like, okay, so I'm just competing with crickets. Is there some like spiritual thing where my voice is just gonna get louder if I'm trying to compete with crickets? Probably not. Like, that's stupid. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't even make sense as a metaphor. Like, there's no way. It doesn't do anything. There's no way. There's no way. I don't know. I guess I'm just gonna get started and do that. I don't know what else to do. Anyway, I love you guys. Bye. Bye.